Good morning, everybody. My name is Odin, otherwise known as Stu Trooper. Today I'm just gonna talk about like my experience with content creation and YouTube and music and how that has affected me in my life. Achoo! Fuck. Anyways, so I'm gonna take you back to the past. Let me paint you a picture. 2018. I make a YouTube channel. I call it OP44499 Gaming. And I started uploading like random videos, whatever I wanted to make. Like, I would make shitty gaming videos where I would hold like my phone or like have somebody hold their phone in front of the TV and I would like play Fortnite, or I'd use OBS and screen record myself playing like Baldi's Basics on my shitty little Toshiba laptop. And I would make like YTPs, but it's like the worst YTP you've ever seen because I didn't know how to use Adobe Premiere or make anything funny, right? And I would just make whatever, and I genuinely thought that this would get me like famous. I thought that I was gonna be a famous YouTuber. People were gonna like this content enough to be like, yo, this lil 10-year-old kid, really my new favorite YouTuber. This kid is pimp. I don't know why I thought that, but I ended up becoming a commentary YouTuber. Like, I started watching Leafy is Here, and I'm like, this is the greatest godsend that humanity has ever had. No, this is not true. He's not. But I started watching Leafy is Here, and I'm like, I want to be a commentary YouTuber. And I started watching Cyrus and, Wi-Fi Skeleton. But like, I was like, yo, these people are awesome. I want to be just like them. I really don't know why that was my thought process, but I ended up making commentary videos, and those weren't successful at all. People didn't like them. I was getting, like, shit on in the comments, but the OP44499 channel eventually became the first Stu Trooper channel towards the end of my 7th grade year. And in 8th grade, I started making Minecraft videos because Minecraft was still pretty popular at the time. I was like, oh shit, I should make Minecraft videos. And I did. And one of those was my most successful video at the time. It was just a video of me reading the signs in Hypixel Skyblock about like 2NFG. And this was like 2021, so that was popular at the time. So it got 2,000 views, and I was like, holy shit, I've never seen success like this in my entire life. What the fuck? And then, nothing happened. Like, I got barely any views on any other video I uploaded on that account after that. And then in freshman year, towards late 2021, I lost access to that account. So then I switched over to this account, which was a separate email I had, made it into a Stu Trooper account. And this summer after freshman year, I started smoking weed. So then I made High Stickman videos, because at the time, High Stickman videos were all the fucking rage, and everyone was like, this is the most creative shit known to man. I was like, okay, if I can be this lazy, if everybody else can be this lazy and get popular, I can. And I did. I made 3 High Stickman videos, and since it was at the height of its popularity at the time, and my SEO skills are through the goddamn roof, I guess, I made these 3 videos, and they blew the fuck up. They got, my most popular one, I know, is How to Get High Without Bud, and that's at 36,000 views as of September 2nd, 2025, and I think that's just crazy, because that's the most famous I've ever been on the internet, and I'll throw a picture on screen right now, but, like, people still make Stickman YouTuber video essays to this day, and I get mentioned in them, and it's like, I'm not even, like, a significant Stickman YouTuber since I uploaded those videos. I've uploaded, like, school project videos after that, and I haven't really done anything with my YouTube channel since then, even though I totally could have continued making those videos, and I'm sure people would have kept watching them, because High Stickman YouTubers were popular until, like, from like the summer of 2022 until like that winter, and I probably could have rode that. And if I kept making those videos, I kind of threw away my 15 minutes of fame there. But you know, whatever. And I haven't really done anything with YouTube since then. I just think that I kind of wasted my potential to have a little bit more popularity than, you know, I did do, right? Because I have like 430 subscribers from those videos, and if I kept making them, the algorithm would have loved me, because I would have kept pushing out like 32,000 view videos, and people, the algorithm would have been like, yo, get this kid to the motherfucking moon, and I could have been balling out. But that is not what happened. I just stopped making the videos, and I kind of threw it away. But otherwise, let me paint you another picture. Let me take you back to the past again. Here's what else I do. I make music, right? So when I was in 7th grade, and even before that, I'm always like, I kind of want to be a musician. I really like music. I love music. It's fun. And in 7th grade, I started playing guitar. I've had that guitar since then. It doesn't fucking work anymore, but I can't like sell it because it's covered in stickers. I don't know what I'm going to do with that motherfucker. It's been busted for like 2 years. But my friends and I have always had like little ideas of music stuff we could do. Like in 7th grade, me and my friend Angel, we came up with this idea for this like comedic music group called Pee Pee Gang, where we just make goofy music. And we've actually done that now. Like we've done that, but in 8th grade, I started like I downloaded FL Studio because I wanted to start learning how to actually produce music, and I was trash. And I would say I've been trash up until like this year. This year's when I actually started like understanding how everything works in FL Studio, and I can make a good song now. But before that, I was like okay at producing and all that. And in sophomore year and early 2023, I made my first song with my friend Angel, and we called it Aubrey Stole My Newports. And it's like a whole, like, all my music is like a whole big inside joke among my friend group, but it's different. It's like weird hyperpop rap, sometimes scream rap, and normal rap if you get into the Pee Pee Gang stuff. But I've spent a lot of time doing this, and like I've been focused on this for the last 3 years rather than YouTube, and I finally started promoting my music on TikTok, which is really something you need to do nowadays if you want to get anywhere. And that's kind of going well. I have a new EP I'm about to drop, and I think I'm most proud of this out of any project I've ever made before. This is probably the best one. And I think it's gonna, you know, I'm doing pretty well there, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm scared that I'm never gonna get the same kind of popularity and, you know, attention I got with those 3 high stickman YouTubers, which I spent like an hour each making with all the recording and drawing and editing. Like it probably culminated up to like an hour or 2 per video. And then this like EP and all this music that I make that I spend like days on and months working on, all that I feel like isn't gonna get as much attention because like of the way that the internet is now. I suppose it's probably because it has something to do with my music not being so accessible. Like, you already kind of need to like hyperpop to listen to my music, but it could be a bridge. It just depends on who you are. I'm just a little bit nervous that, like, I'm going to spend all my time doing this, and if I just kept making high stickman videos in 2022, I would have, like, you know, set myself up for a good internet career, and I don't know, but, you know, that's my story of my YouTubes. It's not very in-depth because there's so much I don't remember, I just can't recall at the moment, but, yeah, hope you like, subscribe, Links to my music are down in the description on every single platform. And thank you so much for watching if you did, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.